Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video, hopefully, we're going to go from stages 91 of Hell, probably through to 99, and then I'll do a separate video on Hell 100, where I'll attempt to beat Hell 100 without this particular unit, without Gaia. Oh, that's fancy. You've got sustained damage here. Ooh, what does that mean? Is that the Mystifiers thing? Because I've got 3 Mystifiers? Probably. Okay, so it's Glacians and Glacians that we need. So crit enhancer, crit enhancer, crit enhancer. Sustained damage. Yeah, okay. Alright, is what it is. But let's go ahead and have a look. So I've recently reset my hope tree. That video has come out, well, it should have come out a couple of hours ago. But this one, as you can see, where are my... So, as you can see, I've got 2 Glorians on the team, and that's with thanks to Audrey, and then Elma on the team as well. That is thanks to, just because we need him on the team. Now, this team is slightly different. I now have the Eudora skin. Long time coming. long time coming. But we don't need Katrina anymore. And the reason that we don't need Katrina anymore is primarily because we don't need to remove holy shields. So I'm going to make a quick change, and I think what I'm going to do, so I've got a... Yeah, what I'm going to do is not Dooms, because you need 2 Dooms on the team for it to work properly. So I think Glacians, no. I think what I will do is I'm going to add Cleo on. And the reason that I'm going to add Cleo into this team is just for the additional protection. And yeah, it is what it is. But we should be absolutely fine with this. If worst comes to worst, I'll make a change. But we'll go ahead and jump in and just see where we get up to with this. Whoop, excuse me. Now, it's still taking time to load, and the reason for that is because of all the stuff that it does have to load. All of the seasonal synergy effects, corrode effects for 15 turns, just takes quite some time to build up. But we should be okay here, considering we've got our Mystifiers. Now, I've pretty much leveled up all of my Mystifiers to the max. It's as far as I can go. Let me just see if I can show you here. Yeah, here we go. So I've leveled up my Mystifiers. Energy gain has gone through the roof. 5 out of 5, 5 out of... So basically I've leveled up the entirety of Mystifiers just to get through this Hell difficulty. The sole plan for the Hell difficulty is to ensure that you do as much corrode damage as you possibly can with the team that you are running. That can also be counteracted via, or running a separate strategy is leveling up your ethereals, which is why on my second team I've got plenty of ethereals there as well. So just go ahead and see. So as you can see, not doing altogether too much damage right now, but it's because we haven't leveled up our... leveled up Gaia at the moment. Now, I think Gaia is pretty much essential for this Mystifiers build, in PvE anyway, but we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. I don't think your Mystifiers can take enough damage effectively, or not. They won't be able to take the damage that the enemies are dishing out, so it can be very painful occasionally. We'll just have to see. So this is the burn mechanic, and then over the course of the next 2 or 3 rounds or so, we're going to see their health dramatically decrease. Now, this Sylvan has done a lot of work for us, and she is dead, unfortunately, but hopefully Lancelot will potentially steal again. The reason that we got the Phantom Illusion effect is because of Lancelot, and he can... with his exclusive runes, he has 20% chance to steal an enemy on action. So a 1 in 5 chance. So 1 in every 5 actions that he takes, you should be able to steal an enemy. But is what it is. There we go. So they're going to drop. As you can see, we're on round 5 at the moment. They're all down very, very low. So I think we can go ahead and safely skip this one. So it did take another five more rounds, and that's what you get with the Phantom enemies team. So we'll just see about this one and how quickly we can power ourselves up. We just need a couple of crits. So we just need a couple of crits in order for this to properly pop off. I don't know if we're going to get them. We definitely should do. As you can see, Seraphina doing crits here, Cleo doing crits here, so we're increasing our max HP and max attack, and Eudora here as well. Oh, what a unit! Especially with the especially with her skin, the Eudora skin. Getting that for free, I say for free, having quite a high VIP level. That is a very powerful thing indeed. Now, as you can see, we built up so much energy so quickly. We should be good to go. And Dullahan will do double attacks here, triple attacks, and I believe that's because of the miss that we have. So every time, so Seraphina should proc here as well. So we should be fully built up health-wise now, as far as I'm aware. Another miss for Dullahan, that means he's going to swing back out again, and that is with thanks to the Ethereals. So if you don't know, the Ethereals synergy, you will perform super attack base every time somebody attacks you and you miss. You will perform that ultimate attack. So we're applying as much corrode as we possibly can, and doing relatively high amounts of damage, but nowhere near enough to take these guys down all the way. We just need to start getting this back row hit, to be honest. Another tactic might be... oof, look at that corrode. Another tactic might be to change Seraphina around with Eudora. So Eudora is consistently getting hit. And potentially the same as having Cleo on the front line as well. Just so Eudora will proc much more often. So that is a lot of damage that we just took there. There's a lot of damage that we just took there. And I think it's because we don't have Karnak on the team. Yeah, and it's the Reflect that's doing it, unfortunately. So you need Elisha to not die. That would be great. So we do have Fortitude activated as well, which I think is carrying us through. There we go, Seraphina. What a unit. Then Eudora here, gonna do a lot of work for us. Cleo to bump everybody up. And Eudora again. Whoa. Massive damage. Huh, Dullahan. Flippy heck. You go. And that is also the corrode kicking in. We do get that shield as well. And we kind of need them to attack as much as possible, really. But now that there is no entire team reflect damage on the enemy team, we should be good to go. Yeah, Eudora to do a lot of work there. Fortunately, it is the Fortitude effect from the Awaken ability that's keeping us alive currently. Crazy. There we go. Right, so that is 91. What I'm going to do now is skip through the rest. Well, I'll get to 95 and then we'll have a watch of that one. But for now, I think we should be good. I think. Don't hold me to that, though. We'll see. Oh, it's taken a long time. It's taken a long time. It's got to load a lot, I suspect. And there you go. So 10 rounds. Absolutely fine. Built up all of that energy. It's the energy investment, I think, that has done it. The fact that we get so much back. And then there we go, round 5. So Eudora to do the most, out damaging Gaia now. She is a very, very worthy investment, Eudora. But again, it's only for those people who are willing to spend some money on the game. that it will work properly. So this was the ethereal partial monarchs, I believe. Yeah, so we've got 3 monarchs on the enemy team, and this round 2, Elisha to do the most. Looks like the Phantom Mystifiers, Phantom Dooms, whichever one it is. That looks to me to be the toughest fight of this this RO, or this Rift Odyssey. It's around 11 this time, but we did get it done. And then we'll jump into 95 in just a second. We'll see how best to counter that strategy. Now I think 95 is Gwyn? Not Gwyn. Oh, it's Lachesis, yeah. So Lachesis, Healing Maiden, you do need Gwyn in order to counter that, typically. We'll go ahead and we'll jump in with these teams and just see whether or not they are strong enough to win. The revitalization effect at the end of every round. We'll watch the first round of this, and I'll just show off how that does function. So with Lachesis, the revitalization gets applied at basically the very end of the round. Only Gwyn is slow enough to counter it properly, so he will remove it before it has a chance to kick in, which is why if you are struggling, Gwyn is your best friend against Lachesis. It shouldn't be too much of an issue on this one because we'll start to do too much corrode damage. It'll start to build up, and the burn damage will also start to corrode after we've also increased our attack and defense as well. As you can see, energy is already up to 280, and that is just Audrey doing 1 attack. It's just mental how quickly this energy consumption, or how quickly the energy builds up when you've got everything to level 5. And here we go. Gonna start to pop off very soon. So we get double Sanctuary there as well, and that Sanctuary is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, Audrey is frozen, but shouldn't affect us too much. We're really relying on the power of this corrode with Audrey in there as well. So as you can see, revitalization has been applied to the enemies. They will start to heal at the end of every round as well. Gaia looks like she's doing a lot of damage, but would you believe it, she is actually not technically going to do any damage. And you'll see at the end of the round that revitalization effect will kick in. Who took it off? Was it Mulan? So revitalization kicks in, and then as you can see, Victoria is a bit slower, but they do get healed all the way back up to almost full health with that revitalization effect. Fortunately, we can just keep going. So we're only on round 3 at the moment. So I think we should be doing enough damage by sort of round 10, round 11 to finish these guys off with that corrode and the corrode stacks and the burn stacks that are being applied as well. So let's just see. Revitalization is applied. So they do heal up a fair amount, but we are still doing a little bit of damage to them. So it wasn't enough, unfortunately. It wasn't enough to power through. So what I might do, take out Audrey, and we can put Gwyn in. The reason that I'm going to put Gwyn in this one is just to counter that effect. And this one, potentially what we can do is take out Cleopatra. And we can pop in another counter hero. So it says here, hold up. So it's Nyx, but Nyx is still too quick, I think. We'll just have a quick look.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, speed 105. And what's Gwyn's speed? Let me just check. 98, that's why. So I think that Nyx will be too fast to counter, but we'll just have to see. In fact, what I might do, pop in Lily and Leah instead. We'll just see how well that goes for us. Again, you need to counter after Lachesis has already applied that revitalization effect. Otherwise, the effect will still kick in, and she'll apply that every single round. So you'll still get all of that healing. Even if you remove it mid-round, Lachesis is going to reapply it at the end of the round. So having Gwyn here will, after Lachesis has taken action, Gwyn will also remove the revitalization effect. So let me just demonstrate this really quickly. We should be able to see it by the end of round 1. So by the end of this round, we should be able to see it. Now, it might be a problem, actually, having Gaia on the team. And the reason that it might be a problem is because Gwyn might act before Lachesis does, because she applies that minus 30 speed to all enemies. So we'll see. Yeah, so it is, unfortunately, Gaia effectively nullifies that effect from Gwyn. So, it's not good enough with Gwyn on this team, but what we can do is potentially take out Lily and Leah, put Gwyn in this team, and then we just need more damage. Or we need revitalization. Let's try... no, because we need an ethereal in there. Right. Let's try Lily and Leah in this spot. We'll go ahead and see. If worst comes to worst, I'm just going to jump in clear records and just see and try and explain the team and the logic behind the team. But if worst comes to worst, I'm just going to jump in clear records and do it that way. It's going to make much more sense doing it that way. I think potentially also adding Atrops in might be the way forward, but we'll see. Yeah, so we're not doing nearly enough damage. We got Talinas down on that one. Maybe another Mystifier is the way forward. And just having a full Mystifier's team and just having one Ethereal instead of Elma. But we'll see. Yeah, so we are getting one down, but we're not getting all of them down. So let's take out Lily and Leah. Clearly, it is not helping. And let's add in... I still think Audrey is probably the best bet, because she does, with her runes, she steals half of the damage that goes through. But we'll see. I'll add in Catherine on this front slot. And then... we've not even tried this team, so we'll see how that goes. Once I can consistently beat this first team, that's when I'll jump into the next one. No, so not enough. So it isn't the corrode that's the problem, it is... let's try Nawi in this spot. Seems a little weird, I know, but we'll see. Even potentially Astrid. No, so we got closer that time. We did get closer, but let me just pop in Astrid and we'll see how far we get with Astrid on the team as well. No, so it's actually worse with Astrid on the team. We got much closer with Nawi on there. Yeah, right, okay, let's pop you in. And let's see if it is down to RNG or not. No, we're getting close, but I think we're going to have to resort to the clear records. So let's have a look. That is such a strange lineup. But it seems to be the way forward. Okay. Let's try you. Let's try this team here. Gwyn, Katrina, Karnak, Dullahan, Mulan. And Astrid, Seraphina, Atrops, Elma, and Dahlia. Okay. We'll see how this one goes. Again, I think they're using the Soul Eaters perk. I think they are. Well, they should be anyway. If they've chosen to go with this particular lineup, the Soul Eaters perk will grant the massive amounts of damage to that back middle slot here. But we'll see. We'll see. It's not frozen. What relics are we using? Okay. Weird. So it must be the shields and the HP that we're getting. It's hopefully going to win. And the fact that we've taken out... So we probably could have just taken out Gaia and put Gwyn in. That's the first team. And then changed Gaia for another Mystifier, potentially. Now we do have 3 protectors in the form of Karnak, Katrina, and Gwyn. We have 2 Mystifiers here as well. So let's go ahead and see if this one works. Now I think the reason that this one will work is because we do have technically 3 Ethereals on the team. So at the start of battle, increase crit rate by 25%. So we've got 2 here. Do I not have proof of Ethereals? I don't have the proof. Damn. Missed out on it. We'll have to get that next Hope Tree reset. So it is still kicking in. The fact that we have 2 Ethereals on the team does allow for every time we dodge, we do perform this ultimate attack. As you can see, applying the corrode, really good. But we really want, so the revitalization kicks in, and this is what I was talking about with Gwyn. So Gwyn will attack after the revitalization has been applied. And that's what I wanted to demonstrate, is just after revitalization has been applied, Gwyn takes it off. So they lose a lot of health and don't recover any, which is so important. So important. And especially to keep this corrode up. So as you can see, 30 stacks of corrode here for Merlin. So a lot of corrode being applied, with thanks to Dullahan applying that corrode so much. And then with Mulan, she will also apply corrode to this back row. And she'll do it twice as well, just for good measure. So how much corrode is that? 30, 17, 30, 30, 30, yeah. There we go. So as you can see, we're doing much more damage now. Yeah, Katrina, still one of my favourite units, I think. The attack is so gratifying. So we do get a miss, so Mulan should trigger here. Apply more burn, apply more corrode. Yeah, shields up so high that we can't be damaged really. Whoa. Just non-stop, innit? Then Revitalization kicks in. And then Gwyn will take action and remove that Revitalization effect. There we go. So I think we've won this one. Yeah, so round 9. And that's with thanks to Corrode and the Ethereals as well. If you see my hope tree, you'll see that I did invest a lot into the Ethereals tree. And this one is going to be slightly wacky in the fact that we've got the 2 Valianters on there. So we've got Soul Eaters and technically the, what was it, Enigma's synergy as well. That's fine. That's fine by me. We just need to keep this Seraphina alive until Elma returns, until we get that 150 energy. Fortunately, that Fortitude kicking in. And we have stolen Victoria as well.
Radiance will protect us.
Let's get this healing back. Increase everybody's attack and defense. And we get a triple here. So Dahlia is going to do absolutely massive damage. I know it looks like, so Astrid isn't going to do altogether too much because she's just returned. So she's going to start building up. Elma not going to do too much, but our team is now invincible, which is what we wanted in the first place. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Now clearly they are going to heal everything back up with this revitalization effect. But we're going to start getting massive amounts of boost. And we also get the Phantom Illusion synergy, or the Enigma's synergy to steal one of their units every so often. So it could be a game changer. And Astrid starting to do absolutely massive damage now with thanks to Atrops. Crazy. Okay, so that was round 5. We were doing absolutely massive damage. Astrid to do the most, even though she disappeared, came back. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to skip through the next couple. So I'll skip through all the way to 99, and then that's where we're going to finish it. And I'll see if I can't go ahead and beat the enemy without using Gaia, without using Elisha, without using Cleo. All of the units that are not really accessible this season, not for the majority of the player base. We'll go ahead and see whether or not we can complete Hell without those units. Again, it's going to be tough, especially when it takes so much time to load. Again, this won't happen next season, or it shouldn't happen next season, but we'll just have to see. Or not even next season, but the next time Rift Odyssey is out in a couple of days, this shouldn't happen. Allegedly. Maybe it has just frozen this time. Oh, he doesn't like this. Hold on. And we're back. If I had an editor, I would have asked him to put in the 10 minutes later meme. But yeah, we can go ahead and skip. So, looks like reconnect, of course. Not possible with this team. So let's have a look.
My sword is ready.
This is a weird team lineup. Very strange. Very, very strange indeed. But we'll see. Just see how it goes. There we go. So round 5 on this one. Cleo, Dahlia. What a combo. What a combo.
Earth's might
And there we go, round 7. Hold up. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so let me do one thing first. Let's carry on with this team. I think the only downside really is if I do need to, I can take Cleo out and I could probably replace with Atropos, but she is, I think, providing a lot of beneficial effects. I think she is a Mystifier. Yeah, so I've got 4 Mystifiers, so she is providing that Mystifier synergy. But again, I think adding in Atrops in that position should be absolutely fine. In this one, replacing Gaia with Lancelot, I think, is going to be the way forward. But we'll just have to see. So we'll get up to 99, and then we'll carry on. Don't know why that book is first. That's weird.
Touch the pack, get the fangs.
Yeah, that book being first really quite annoys me.
I'll decorate this place with their lives.
Maybe it is the way you're supposed to do it, but I don't know. There's something out of place.
The pond is deep.
There you go. So 7 rounds for this one. And then hold on. Just going to move my face cam off. Don't worry, it's not frozen. We're still going. You can have a look at the timer over here, just to make sure that everything hasn't frozen. I'll stick this down here. We can go ahead, skip this one. Oof. You cheeky Persephone. Cheeky Persephone. What I'll do is I'll switch, if I fail this time, I will switch the book and the banner around. Just to see. So that's 15 rounds. Oof. A lot. A lot. Okay. Let's see if I'm wrong.
Those who reject nature will reap what they sow.
There we go. Now 15 rounds again. So what I'm going to do is, we know this team can win. So let's build another team. So we'll take you out. In fact, no. We'll leave Gaia in. We'll take out Catherine, and we will add in. Where have you gone? Here you are, Lancelot. And then Gwyn should be fine, but let's go ahead and change it up for Seraphina. And let's see if that does make any difference. I really want to change those relics down at the bottom. There we go. So consistently can beat the first with this this first team. And then let's see.
Step aside for
Yeah, 15 rounds. Gaia to do the most, and Lancelot is the key, and Seraphina as well, of course. So that is where I am going to leave it. It's a lot of flipping health. Whoa. There's a lot of health. Let me go on and share that to the guild. And then, yeah. That is me done. And I will jump into Hell tomorrow. Yeah. Hell 100. So we'll get our 30 tokens here. And then, yeah. Sounds good. So thanks very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day. And let me know how it goes.